Welcome to Food for Thought. I'm Patti, owner of Sunset Coastal Grill and the host of your show. Today we are making pizza, and it's not just any pizza. In my house it's called Bazbos pizza, and that is because there's a restaurant in Indianapolis, Indiana that makes this style of pizza, and it's a real super thin crust, and you can do anything with it. We start off, I'm going to show you how to make a really super simple pizza crust, and it just doesn't take very long. First thing we need to do is we have a packet of yeast. We're going to put it in a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of warm water. Mix it just a little bit. We're going to put a teaspoon of sugar in this to feed the yeast, to get it active. And while that's it's going to start bubbling away and doing its thing, we are doing a cup and a half plus 2 tablespoons of flour in a food processor, and it's regular all-purpose flour. And salt. Mix these just a little bit, and then we're going to take this section out of our food processor because we're going to use it. We're going to, the only thing we have left to do is add the yeast and add some oil. So my yeast is looking good. Probably, yeah, it'll be fine. Since we're not real worried about this dough rising a lot, this should be fine. All we really need is the yeast to be dissolved. So I'm going to turn my processor on. You see, you can tell this dough is really nice, wet, pulled together, but it still needs something else. It needs the oil that will then make it just a really good pliable dough. So we're going to turn this back on. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, see, that's a nice, good, my fingers are not floured, but that's a nice, good dough. And what I like to do while I'm working with it, because we're just going to use parts of this at a time, I like to put a little bit of oil in the bottom of a pan. And you can use, this is just vegetable oil, but you can easily use olive oil. In fact, a lot of times that's what I use because I like the flavor that olive oil gives the dough. Come on. Pull this off, all of our dough, and if you'll coat it with the oil, then it'll be real easy to use. And we're just going to pull off pizza so you can see how elastic it is, and it's going to kind of let me do anything with it that I want to. What we're going to do is we're going to set this aside. We're just going to let it sit. We don't care if it rises a whole lot, it will, but we're going to put our toppings together, and that is the fun part about this pizza. While we're kind of cleaning up here and getting our toppings ready, why don't you take a moment and watch these messages from Duran's Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. I'm playing with the dough. This is the fun part about pizza. I'm going to break off just a little bit. This batch of dough, this recipe, will probably make 4 pizzas. And you see I've got just a tiny portion here. I need to flour my rolling pin. Make sure you got a good floured surface too. And all we want to do with this little guy is kind of make him round, but he doesn't have to be super round. Keep flouring your surface. Keep flipping him over. I'm actually going to roll out 2 of these. Get over here on our tray. Now see, that makes a good sized personal pizza. And that's all we're trying to do, is make a personal pizza with whatever we want that day. And this crust actually will keep really well in your refrigerator. Just cover it real tightly. And I'm sticking. You see, I'm not real worried about making this round or square. Oh, I got a little too thin. You know what about pizza dough? The best part? You just start over. And if you're really good, some of my guys that work at the restaurant with me, they can spin pizza dough and get it nice and round and still have it thin. And if you can do it, go for it, because that would be about the easiest thing to do. Pull it off this counter. Put it up here. Now I'm going to move my pan over. Now, as you can see, I have all sorts of little goodies here, and I've kind of sectioned them off. I'm going to, give me 1 second. I'm going to leave the screen. I have all of my ingredients kind of sectioned off. I thought ahead of what I wanted my pizzas to be. And I'm going to do one with the white sauce, with an Alfredo, and I have cheated here. Everything you see, except for the tomatoes and the green onions here, we bought at the store. We bought it pre-packaged, easy to do. You know, there's no reason that you can't just use whatever you have in your refrigerator. So, you know, if you have spaghetti sauce, use spaghetti sauce. Don't go out and make a marinara. Make this easy, make it fun. The whole point is for everybody to just make their own pizzas, share, get together, talk. You could even do this as a party. This one. And where you just have the pizza crust made, and all you have to do is roll it out, and then let everybody walk around and put on it what they want. It makes it a lot of fun. Okay, so this is an Alfredo sauce. I use Canadian bacon. Put some of that on there. And some pineapple chunks. Let me cut these down just a little bit. I like pineapple on pizza. I like it with the red sauce or the white sauce. It really doesn't matter to me. And I especially like Canadian bacon. I'm not personally a big sausage fan. So, and that'll work. And then I'm going to take a few of these tomatoes, give it just a little bit of tomato flavor. And these are just sliced Romas. Isn't that a pretty little pizza? Top it with some cheese. You don't have to. If you don't want cheese, don't put cheese on it. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on this one. And that is also what people would consider a white pizza. Okay. The next one I'm going to do, I'm going to use some of the basil sauce. This is just such a good product. I really enjoy working with it. I don't have the basil all the time. This has a really good mixture, really good combination. Nice flavoring. So, and it's got, you know, the cheese and the basil and the garlic and the olive oil and all of that sort of stuff. I'm going to put a little bit of this Alfredo, just so it gives it just a little bit of a creamy texture. I'll spread it out just a bit. And then we will do sun-dried tomatoes. These are in oil. If you have dried ones, put dried ones. It just doesn't matter. And maybe if you were doing this for a party, you'd want to chop these up. But this is just for us, so we're spoiling ourselves today. I got some artichoke hearts here. And these are marinated. Sometimes you can find the canned ones that aren't marinated. They're just in water. They're great to use. And then, for me, I'm going to put a little bit of blue cheese on this. So, we are going to put these two pizzas in the oven. We're going to come back after this commercial break and we're going to make a pizza with the marinara sauce. And then we're going to get to taste and eat. So, we'll be right back after. Okay, while you were watching our commercials, I was rolling out these last two doughs. Remember I told you that that recipe probably would make 4 pizzas. And it is. And these we're going to give marinara to both of them. And they're probably going to be the same pizza too. We'll change them up a little bit. But this is the same marinara, just like the pesto sauce, the DiGiorno that you can get over in the dairy section at the Piggly Wiggly. I'm just making a mess, getting it all spread out. And then, I like mushrooms and pepperoni. So, we'll get some pepperoni on here. They're probably both going to be a pepperoni and mushroom pizza, but we're going to, as you're listening to me and I'm just talking about, well, I might do this, I might do that, and even when I was going around buying supplies, I was like, well, we could do this, and I could do that, and I could have gotten this, and like the sun-dried tomato, a lot of times I'll put feta cheese on it because I'll keep feta cheese at my house. And so, you know, it was whether I wanted to use blue cheese, feta cheese, which one. It doesn't matter, it's all personal preference. Okay. And these mushrooms, we'll put a few on. And you might want to slice yours a little bit thinner. These are a little thick. Taste, but that's okay. But, no, we're cheating. We're just using what we could go and get off the shelf, make it quick, feed our families and everybody, you know, everybody wants something different on their pizza. Well, this is the way they can have it. Oh, we put some olives on this one. Get some black olives. And some green onion. We need a little bit of onion on here. And then for this one, why don't we just put some banana peppers. I'll spice it up just a bit and make it kind of pretty. And I like spicy. So, and then we'll put some mozzarella cheese. You might want to put a little bit of Parmesan. I like to put the Parmesan on just before I'm getting ready to take them out of the oven. Some people put cheese under their toppings. I like to put it on top of the toppings. You know, just do whatever you want. But this is easy. The whole point of this is to show y'all that you can make an easy pizza crust with few ingredients. Take whatever's in your pantry that you might want to put on a pizza, throw it on a pizza, put it in the oven for, I check it after 10 minutes because the crust is so thin and I'm not really worried about cooking anything else. I just want the crust to be crispy. So it'll take you 10 to 15 minutes for your pizzas and then you're done. We'll come back, have these cooked for you, serve it up with a salad. We're having dinner. It's just as easy as that. One more quick break and we'll be right back with all the good stuff. See you in a few minutes. Smells so good here. You're going to wish you were here. But this is our Canadian bacon, and pineapple, and Roma tomato pizza. Our sun-dried tomato, artichoke heart, pesto, a little bit of Alfredo, a little bit of blue cheese, kind of the gourmet, if you will. And our pepperoni with mushroom and banana peppers, and our pepperoni with mushroom, olives, and green onions. And so I've just got half of this. I wanted to take off the tray. The crust is nice and crispy. I'll put one on a plate. And then what we would do is we would do the same thing here, cut it in fourths, You know, if you were a little rounder, then you could cut it in 1/6 or whatever, but you want to just try to get a little taste of everything. And I know this guy is hot because it just came out of the oven. So let's see if I can cut a wedge. Oops, I didn't burn my fingers, burn my hands. And there we go. Now, put a salad with this. Quick, easy dinner, fun, chit-chat, talk about what you like. Make 2 batches of that pizza crust. Have it, you can start over and mix and match some more. Anyway, these were my food. This was my food for thought for this week, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you go out and try it. Have fun. See you next week on more Food for Thought. Oh, good.